Hi, everybody. This is Saad for the Saad Truth. For those of you who've been following me on my social portals, you'll know that a couple of days ago, Montreal was hit by a microburst, which is this incredibly violent weather pattern. And our house was actually right in its path. And so we have quite a bit of external damage to the house. Luckily and thankfully, no one was hurt, which is quite a miracle. If you were to see the type of damage, the types of size of trees that fell all over the place. So it's a lot of damage, but we shall persevere. We will roll up the sleeves and rebuild. But in any case, today I wanted to just briefly mention a few forays I've had into the land of the social justice warrior. I'm not doing too much work these days because obviously I'm dealing with all of these issues revolving around the microburst, but I have tried to stay active and tackle lunacy wherever I see it. First, I thought I would mention the following. This comes from, let me read it. This comes from Christine Elizabeth. This is one of the co-organizers of the protest, the intellectual terrorists who shut us down at the event that we were supposed to speak at. Myself, Jordan Peterson, Oren Amate, and Faith Goldie. The title of the event, for those of you who have not heard, was The Stifling of Free Speech on University Campuses. And lo and behold, it was shut down. In any case, this person has accused us, and certainly me, of being white supremacists, Nazis, anti-Semitic, and all other, the typical social justice warrior terms. And she's just been, people have been sending me screenshots of the types of exchanges that she's been having on her page. I haven't been following the page closely. So this actually comes today from one of my followers who took a screenshot of what this is again, Christine Elizabeth, Christine with EEN at the end. The title of the page where she's posting this is "No Fascists in Our City." I had earlier today retweeted a tweet or a clip from Oren Amate, who was one of the speakers at this event. Incredibly sweet, one of those awe kind of clips where you have a little raccoon and a brown Labrador who are sort of tentatively thinking of going into a swimming pool. Then they both go into the swimming pool, and then eventually the raccoon goes on top of the back of the brown lab, and they sort of swim around in the pool. So it's just a lovely one of those really cute sort of kitten puppy type of clips. And so I tweeted, "If humans solely exhibited such playful cooperation, what a world we would have. But then if grandma had testicles, she'd be called grandpa." What I mean by that is, well, if people were all nice and kind, it would be such a wonderful world. Then that Arabic saying, which in Arabic, let me say it, is إذا ستي كان عندها بيضات كنا سميناها جدي. Right? If my grandmother had testicles, we would have called her grandpa. This basically says that there's no point sort of wishing for the, if this were to happen, then it would be something else, right? It's kind of like saying, if pigs could fly, and so on. You get the gist. So the main point of the whole tweet is simply sort of an interlude, a cute interlude to show two animals engaging in beautiful interspecies cooperation. So Christine Elizabeth, the woman who shut us down for daring to want to talk about the importance of free speech on university campuses, this is what she tweets. I'm not going to say the word because I don't want YouTube to censor me. F-U-C-K these people. She takes a snapshot of my tweet. F-U-C-K these people. Them/they. That's what we say. Trans rights are here to stay. So I put up a clip demonstrating the beauty and the kindness of two animals who come from completely different, they're two different species, a raccoon and a brown lab, playing with each other, loving each other. And her reflex is to somehow denigrate me and link it to somehow transphobia. I'm not sure if she linked it to transphobia because I said if grandma had testicles, we would have called her grandpa. Maybe she thinks that testicles are a form of Nazism. I'm not sure. But in any case, that's the type of person we're dealing with in terms of Ryerson caving to these folks, intellectual terrorists, true terrorists, right? These are folks who threatened with violence the place if our event were to go on. And then secondly, another quick story for you. And again, this is all happening. I'm taking a break from dealing with the nuclear waste called the area around my house. But in any case, I think that one should never remain idle when it comes to fighting these enemies of reason. So this woman, her name is Dr. Donna Yates. Now, I received this, someone had tagged me because this academic, I'm just going to read to you exactly her tweet. Another day, another sent email slamming a summit with only white males presenting. And then she writes, quote, thanks for providing email shots of all of your brackets, only white male speakers. It made it easy to turn your invitation down at a glance. And then someone writes, do you have something against white men, or do you think the fact that someone is white and male automatically discredits them? And then someone else writes, so what you just said was both racist and sexist, being the best people for the talk regardless of race, sex is what matters. So then I wrote to this woman in question. Let me just pull up the email in question, or not the email, but the post. I wrote to this woman asking her whether, given my own hand in victimology poker, right? I'm an overweight, olive-skinned Lebanese Jew, whether if I were to speak at the conference, whether she would be willing to attend the conference. What did she do immediately thereafter? She blocked me. So then I posted the following on my social portals. Let me read it for you. This enemy of reason tweeted that she refused to attend a conference because the speakers were all white males. I asked her if she would attend the conference if I were one of the speakers, since I am an overweight, olive-skinned Lebanese Jew who escaped religious persecution, and hence I hold the top hand in victimology poker. The racist and bigoted schmuck blocked me. This is how you put pressures on enemies of human dignity. Don't sit idly. Don't be apathetic. Wrestle the public discourse from these terrorists of identity politics. Individual dignity is the bedrock of free societies. Frankly, I would rather face a microburst that causes a lot of damage to our house than have to deal with these truly execrable creatures, these vile cretins. They're so filled with hate, so filled with self-righteous sanctimony. They're just diabolical. They truly are enemies of reason and truly intellectual terrorists. So this is what we're dealing with on a daily basis. The tsunami of these identity politics terrorists goes on unabated. And until we all rise and reject this nonsense, they're going to be more emboldened and cause more mayhem and hold more generations of students hostage to their cancerous human viruses. So in any case, know that even when I'm dealing with this weather-related calamity, I'm on the job patrolling against enemies of reason. Talk to you soon. Cheers.